I grew up Catholic, and while I don't consider myself to be Catholic or religious at all anymore, I can still recognize how great Pope Francis has been in so many areas. Now, this recent one may be one of his more impressive moves. So, talking with energy executives, including ones from ExxonMobil and Shell, he said this: carbon dioxide emissions remain very high. This is disturbing and a cause for real concern, Francis said in an address at the close of a 2-day conference titled Energy Transition and Care of Our Common Home. More worrying is the continued search for new fossil fuel reserves, whereas the Paris Agreement clearly urged keeping most fossil fuels underground. Denouncing unlimited faith in markets and technology exuded by corporate executives in an effort to justify the disastrous status quo, the pontiff argued that a just transition to clean, renewable energy is a duty that we owe towards millions of our brothers and sisters around the world, poorer countries, and generations yet to come. We know that the challenges facing us are interconnected. If we are to eliminate poverty and hunger, the more than 1 billion people without electricity today need to gain access to it, Francis said. Our desire to ensure energy for all must not lead to the undesired effort of a spiral of extreme climate changes due to a catastrophic rise in global temperatures, harsher environments, and increased levels of poverty, he added. So, this is incredible. Pope Francis face to face with oil executives telling them how terrible they are, essentially. Now, he used more nicer terms and more persuasive language, but I mean, Pope Francis continues saying things that are great. And now look, in my mind, I am picturing all the people saying, but he hasn't done this and he hasn't done this. You have to understand the institutional pressure that the Pope is under. He can't just come out tomorrow and say, gay marriage and abortions for all. It's not going to fly. You have to take baby steps in a position like the one that he's in. Just because he's the Pope doesn't mean he is the ultimate ruler. But what he can do and what he is doing is taking steps towards actually bringing the church into the 21st century, making it more progressive, making it more open. And that's only a good thing. And this is in a long line of other things that he's done. So, for example, he ditched the Pope Mobile and now rides around in a 20-year-old car that has 200,000 kilometers on it. He ditched the luxurious papal apartments for a 2-bedroom apartment in a communal residence in the Vatican. This is a guy who doesn't care about luxury, doesn't want that shit. He cares about the poor. He cares about helping the needy. And he lives it. Another one, he condemned single-issue Catholicism and says that helping the poor is a passport to paradise. And he's also easing the church into gay rights, where he told a gay man, God made you like this. Juan Carlos Cruz, who was sexually abused, says Pontiff told him God did not mind that he was gay. Quote, he told me, Juan Carlos, that you are gay does not matter. God made you like this and loves you like this, and I don't care. The Pope loves you like this. You have to be happy with who you are. And this is just a sampling. This Pope is really good. He's done great things. He has said great things. And he continues to try and push the church in a correct progressive position. So, while I understand a lot of criticism that the Pope takes, especially me as somebody who is not Catholic, I get it. You want him to be a lot more progressive, a lot more forward-thinking than he actually is. But it's going to take time. Is there more to do? Of course. But you can be happy with the steps that he has taken while still trying to push for more. Hey, if you like this video, hit that subscribe button below and consider throwing me a few bucks on Patreon at patreon.com/therationalnational or therationalnational.com/join.